हरि करना।
Now let's look into the few examples for sample space. So we have seen before, toss a coin once, or toss a single coin. Tossing a single coin, so the sample space consists of simple events such as head and tail. Then after the tossing a single coin, we will go for another example, which is rolling a single fair die. When you roll a single fair die once, your sample space would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and obviously these each of the element which is there inside the set are simple events. Then after that we have one more, that's answer a true or false question. This consists of two simple events which are true or false, and the sample space consists of true or false. And toss two coins. Now the sample space changes. So why it looks like this and everything we will deal later, because till now we are only handling simple events. We are not handling events. Once we understand what is event and what's the difference between a simple event and then we can go for the tossing two coins, rolling two dice. Okay, till now we will be doing only a single experiment with a single coin. Roll a die or toss a coin, that's it. Now the more fun. So let's, as a data scientist, you should know how, what is the applicability of sample space to machine learning. So that's why I want to give you some examples where sample space is used in machine learning. What all locations? First, let's begin with the categorical variables. So in machine learning, a sample space refers to the set of all possible outcomes or observations that can be made for a particular variable or a data set. So here are some examples of sample spaces in machine learning. We'll begin with the categorical variable. In categorical variables, the sample space consists of all possible categories or labels that the variable can take. For example, in a binary classification problem, the sample space consists of two categories, positive and negative. So in a multiple class classification, in multi-class classification problem, the sample space consists of all possible classes that the variable can belong to, all possible categories that variable can belong to. So then we have continuous variables. What does it mean? What does a sample space mean with respect to the continuous variable? In continuous variables, the sample space consists of all possible values that the variable can take. For example, in a regression problem, the sample space consists of all possible values of the target variable, which can be any real number. Then we have image data, very, very important when it comes to the computer vision, the sample space. Image data, in image data, the sample space consists of all possible pixel values for each pixel in the image. For example, for a grayscale image, the sample space consists of all possible intensity values ranging from 0, that's a black, to 255 white for each pixel. Then text data. In text data, the sample space consists of all possible works or sequences of words that can appear in the context. For example, in a sentiment analysis problem, the sample space consists of all possible sequences of words that can be used to express positive or negative sentiment. Positive or negative sentiment. Then time series data, very, very important. This is also comes under the recurrent neural network. We use that kind of networks to do the time series data. In time series data, the sample space consists of all possible values of the time series at each time step. For example, in a stock market prediction problem, the sample space consists of all possible values of the stock price at each time, which can be any real number, which can be any real number. So these are just a few examples of sample spaces in machine learning, and the specific sample space will depend on the type of the data and the problem being solved.